In this life, there are only 3 things that are guaranteed. 1, the sun will rise in the east and set in the west. 2, water will always be wet. And 3, Bo will always look at the new Haminations video. And that's what we're doing today! Being homeschooled! 11 days ago. Guys, I'm sorry. Sometimes I like to be fashionably late, okay?
This should explain some things.
I mean, I guess so. Honestly, I think every YouTuber has something weird that happened to them when they were younger that led them to be a strange person. At least all the good YouTubers, you know, all the good YouTubers have something that made them a little weird. Me, for example. I know, I haven't talked about this much, but I'm thinking of making a video about it soon. Let me know if I should. But for now, I am sweating. I am in this sweater that I bought for my girlfriend, and then she wanted me to try it on, and then it looked better on me. I'm sorry. I'm hot. I'm so hot in this thing. And I don't mean good looking. I mean, like, I'm warm. But I'm gonna try to keep it on for her, okay? Being homeschooled. Are you ready? Because your boy's ready, all right? Thank you for your patience. I appreciate you. 3, 2, 1. Mario Galaxy music. I played so much Mario Galaxy last week. Wow. Magical. He's gonna crash. You know he's gonna crash.
Yeah!
Oh, okay.
What's his deal?
We don't know. We just try to avoid him. He's a homeschooled kid. Oh. Hi, I'm Bryson, and I was a homeschooled kid, and...
That explains a lot.
How did I not see it earlier?
See? Told ya.
Thank you. Hey, rude. There's such an unfair stigma against homeschooled kids. Everyone just thinks we're weird and cringe, but most homeschooled kids grow up to be well-adjusted members of society.
Yes, of course. Include the dude with the Skrillex haircut. Wait, Skrillex haircut's probably a reference that's too old for a lot of the audience here. Yeah, see? They become well-adjusted members of society, or they become YouTubers. It happens. I was not homeschooled, but I was schooled. My school actually took place at a school. So, you know, not exactly a normal childhood. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, guys. I'll try to be a little less silly.
Grow up to be well-adjusted members of society, and we're also usually smarter than average.
Oh!
Usually. Weird homeschooled kid is a reductionist stereotype that puts people like me in little boxes.
Yeah.
You did pick the right box, though, I will admit. Looks like I do fit the stereotype there. Add it to the list right under dumb blonde. I was homeschooled until the 6th grade, and in all honesty, it was a great fit for me. According to this personality test I took, I am 96% introverted.
Wow.
So the calm of my home was a much better learning environment for me. My mom even had me try public elementary school, and I really didn't like it. Large crowds of people just inflict psychic damage on me or something.
Get 'em, group of friends. Wait a minute, that was a level 25 group of friends versus a level 7 Bryson? Well, that's clear. He's severely under-leveled. You need to train him in the tall grass, you know what I'm saying? Bryson is overstimulated. You know, as a kid who had serious social anxiety, I think for me it just took time, you know? I still have social anxiety for sure, but like I've gotten way better at conquering it. But I do wonder if like being homeschooled would actually help with that, because I mean, for a lot of anxiety-related things, exposure is like the best thing for getting over it. So being away from people, I don't know if it would help you be more comfortable around people.
I'm pretty shy when getting to know people, and then all of a sudden, boom, I become the silliest goose of all time. You can tell how comfortable I am around you based on how annoying I'm being. There's a direct correlation there. Because of this, I've always had a small but very close circle of friends that I really connect well with. But when I was young, I didn't know how to make friends, so I was given a pre-packaged, parent-approved circle of friends because our moms were friends and they'd get together and let us Rugrats play.
That's typically not how it works. Typically, it's like you make your friends and then your parents are forced to become friends. But I guess in Bryson's case, it was the parents became friends and then forced the kids to be friends. When the day comes that I have children, I really hope that they pick friends with normal parents. I pray.
Hey guys, let's pretend we're wolves. Yeah! Luckily, I grew out of this, unlike some of you. My mom did a great job teaching me. She made learning fun with field trips and games, and the one-on-one teaching worked very well for me. I couldn't do what she did. I'm horrified by how quickly my future kids' math homework will be beyond my knowledge.
Yeah.
Instead of experiencing the rite of passage of crying at the kitchen table as their dad tries to help them with their math assignment, they'll have the unique experience of crying with their dad about the math assignment. What is 7 times 6? I'm genuinely asking.
I don't know
what it is.
7 times 6. Well, 6 times 6 is 36, so add another 6, that's 42! Yes! Yes, that was right. And also 7 times 7 is 49, so you take 7 away from that. And yeah, and I haven't had to use any of this knowledge for years. So thank you, Bryson, for keeping me sharp.
I don't know what it is. I don't know. Another thing that amazes me about my mom is that whenever we had to move, she would plan these amazing cross-country road trips and make a vacation of it. We saw Mount Rushmore, Yellowstone, the Liberty Bell, Four Corners, Redwood National Parks, and all kinds of fun stuff. I can't imagine planning a big trip like that while raising 5 kids, teaching them how to read and do math, feeding them, and keeping them from fighting. And to make things worse, she didn't even have GPS. She had to print out directions from MapQuest and just pray that she wouldn't make a wrong turn and get lost. I could not have survived that. If there isn't a blue line showing me exactly where I need to go, I simply won't make it to my destination.
Oh no, now you're lost forever. I genuinely, I think I did start driving before. Actually, no. I think have I always driven with GPS? I don't know. I was right on the edge of right when I was old enough to drive, GPS was becoming standard, you know? So I think I was very lucky. I would have had a very hard time. Cause yeah, I mean, if you talk about social anxiety, the days where you had to actually ask people for directions if you got lost, oh my gosh, talking to strangers, nah, no thank you.
People often think that homeschooled kids are really good at math and science, but really bad at social interaction. Unfortunately, I'm just bad at both of them. And I know I'm not the only one who feels inadequate watching those documentaries about gifted kids. They're all like,
at age 2, he was already speaking English and Spanish fluently. By age 6, he already graduated high school valedictorian. And by age 10, he had a doctorate in neuroscience and astrophysics. And just last month, he earned a Nobel Prize. If someone made a documentary about me, it would be more like, at age 2, he finally learned to walk. By age 6, he learned how to not spill chocolate milk. And by age 10, he was already drawing silly little pictures.
Well, I was a gifted kid, but I was stupid. No, I talked about this before, but I was what they considered a gifted kid at the time. And I guess I was very, very creative, hence what I'm doing now. But in terms of performance in school, it was it didn't translate. The potential was there. The attention, no. The attention was not there. But yeah, I was in a class full of gifted kids who could become astrophysicists and stuff. I was the dumb kid in the gifted class. That is literally what my life was. I was in the special smart kids class, but I was the dumb kid in that class. So it's kind of just how my life has gone.
Little pictures.
The only time I remember being good at something in real school was a geography test, because my mom taught me a handy song to remember all 50 states. And I was also good at Punnett Square.
Yeah, because in America, all they care about is America. That drives me crazy. As a Canadian, we had to learn about America and England and all the other countries. But in the States, it's well, you can get an A+ as long as you remember the 50 states of the United States of the entire world. Am I right? Guys, there's other places, okay?
And I was also good at Punnett Squares. So, if both your parents have the AB positive blood type, you having the O negative blood type doesn't make sense. This means either you have a mutated gene or your dad isn't really your dad.
Thanks, Bryson.
Spending more time at home definitely helped develop my creativity. I was an imaginative kid by nature, but having art supplies, books, and toys while having access to a big backyard definitely nurtured my imagination.
Yeah.
I seriously used to go outside and just vividly hallucinate that I was on a magical adventure. And when my friends came over to play, we would get on the trampoline and one of them would say, pretend the trampoline is a spaceship and that we're astronauts. And so far as I was concerned, it was real.
All right,
Cadets, today we're gonna be doing hyperspace training. Be
All
sure
right.
to follow all protocols before charting a course. Cadet Josh, take the wheel. Okay, I'll take us to the stuffed animal galaxy. Boop.
The stuffed animal
Can't get to
galaxy.
the stuffed animal galaxy directly. We'll have to make a detour in the petting zoo galaxy to avoid the cookie crumb asteroid belt. If we go straight there, the asteroids will destroy the ship.
Yeah,
the
this is
controls
extremely
are jammed.
dangerous.
I can't turn it off. We're gonna crash. Everyone, get to an escape pod. Escape
No!
pods are locked. It's too late. You fool! You've killed us all.
Not the cookie asteroids! I hate when that happens. I hate when that happens. I always end up in the cookie asteroids. I swear, gosh, ridiculous. I can't believe it. The cookie asteroids always happen. Oh, God, it's so annoying. Just learn how to steer sometime. Oh my gosh.
Kids, you okay?
Can't you see
Oh,
that the
yeah.
spaceship exploded
They
and
weren't
we're
really in
dead now, Mom?
space.
Oh, that's nice.
But my imagination did not stop there. I used to grab a bowl from the kitchen, go outside, gather an assortment of nature's finest materials into a bowl. Grass, leaves,
Delicious.
herbs, berries, you name it. And I would
Delicious.
pretend I was brewing a magical potion. Mom, drink this. It'll turn you into a giraffe.
No
Oh.
thanks. I'll just stick with my sandwich.
Fine, I'll drink it.
Bryson, don't.
Oh no, it
Wow,
worked.
It really worked.
It worked! Listen, didn't you learn from the dogs that you have owned? Don't eat grass, you will throw up. In fact, it's actually like a cheat code for throwing up. If you want to throw up, eat a plant. That is the best way to make it happen. If having a dog in my earlier years taught me anything, it was that. But if you promised 6-year-old Robert that he could turn into a giraffe by eating a plant, he'd probably fall for it too, to be completely honest.
Having a powerful imagination was a good thing in many ways, but this also meant that I was scared very easily. Taking the trash
Yeah.
out in the dark felt like a life or death experience. I was convinced that an evil clown or alien would kill me if I didn't do it as fast as I could.
It happens.
And of course, when I turned out the last light in the house, I had to run to my room as fast as I could so that a shadow demon wouldn't catch me. Even as an adult, I avoid horror movies. It's just not worth it to me. I'd rather be happy and sleep well.
I used to be really bad with horror movies. I always avoided them. Wow, I really picked a great frame to stop on. I'm sorry, you guys. You know, I'll let it play a little bit more so you don't have to stare at this with me. And of course, you guys know, as we're watching this video, make sure you're subscribed to Bryson. It's very important that you're supporting the original creator. Bryson and his team worked very hard on this video. Make sure you are supporting them. Link will be in the description and at the end, as always.
But I wasn't just susceptible to scary things in movies. I also fell victim to fear-mongering stories designed to make me more obedient from my parents.
This is Santa. If you're a good boy, he'll give you a present at Christmas.
Awesome.
But if you're bad, you die!
If you're a bad boy and disobey us, he'll kill you. Slowly and painfully. He'll violently rip your arms off and use them to bash your head in.
True story. True story. My cousin actually lost an arm at the hands of Santa Claus. I'm just kidding. Guys, I'm just kidding. Santa would never do that. He would never do that. But he would pelt you with coal. So guys, be good, okay? You know? Anyways, I've always been very scared of spooky movies. But I do find when I do watch more of them, I tend to be less scared of things. So it's probably healthy for me to watch them every now and then. Because I am a little scaredy pants. I'm gonna keep it real. I am a little scaredy pants. So I do think it's important to watch them sometimes, honestly.
My dad really told me that if I played too many games on the GameCube, that it would take over my mind and I'd never be able to stop playing.
It happened to
this
me.
scared me to my core, and it's the reason I didn't start playing a lot of video games until I was 14.
Oh,
But there is
no.
something to be said about how good it was for me to play outside all the time. I am grateful that I didn't fry all my dopamine receptors with an iPad at age 5.
Yep.
Instead, I spent my time in glorious nature eating dirt.
Oh, that's so much better.
Having fictional fears that never came true was one thing, but even the real life stuff that I was scared of never came true. I honestly thought I would be on fire way more than 0 times. What's the point of knowing stop, drop, and roll if I never get to use it?
True. Ah! True. I used to be so much more afraid of fire than was necessary. Because in school, they teach you about fire. Like, it's like a real constant threat. And yes, learning how to deal with a fire situation, extremely important. But me, anxious neurodivergent child, I had so many nightmares about my house catching on fire. I used to think if you touched fire, that's literally what I thought would happen. I thought if you touched fire, boom, that's it. I hope you wrote your will. But no, it's we can actually, I'm not going to say anything else about fire safety in this video. I don't want to get in trouble. But yes, I thought fire was a way more constant threat than it turned out to be.
Quicksand, tornadoes, the Bermuda Triangle, and piranhas haven't been an issue either. What I should have been scared of was housing prices and taxes. No one warned me about that. When I was 5, I was wasting my time watching Thomas the Tank Engine when I should have been investing in real estate.
Yes.
I probably could have purchased this house for 6 Lincoln Logs and a stick of gum, but now it costs $2 million. I'm such an idiot. But I digress. Plus, I'm not dead yet. The quicksand and tornadoes still have a chance to get me.
Oh, good.
While at school, my house, my teacher,
My mom.
would give me writing assignments.
Talk about how great your mother is. Do you have a special woman in your life? If so, write 500 words about how she is the greatest woman that gave birth to you and is great.
Wow, Mom, thanks. I wonder who came up with this assignment. Mom!
Would give me writing assignments. One of these assignments requested that I write a sentence with at least 50 letters in it. But
Okay.
I decided that was too hard. So
That's
to make
really
it
hard.
easier on myself, I wrote this. Look, Mom, it has 50 letters, just like you said.
What?
Even then, I was such a creative problem solver. But for some reason, my mom called it cheating. My mom even sent me to this art
Nonsense.
class at this lady's house with my friends. And she gave us all kinds of fun projects like paper mache, watercolors, and collages,
Nice.
etc. I'm so glad I developed a love of art at such a young age because art is such an amazingly fulfilling hobby, and I'm so lucky to be able to do it as a job.
Hey, I had art as a hobby too, but I can't draw. I cannot draw. Wait, you guys know how good I am at drawing. You guys know how me and drawing go. Last time I opened up Paint on the channel, we created Mingus the Protector. All right, this is the nose. Those are the eyes, sleepy eyes. And the hair's gonna be like, wait, am I actually creating magic right now? Is this like a work of art or am I crazy? I mean, two things can be true. Okay, that's a head. That's not a nostril. This is... Do I do a nostril? No, I don't. No nostril! Okay, I already hate this, to be completely honest. I'm gonna give him a crab hand. Crab Hand Sam. No, he will not be named Crab Hand Sam. I will come up with something better. And what are his feet gonna be? Penguin flippers? Oh my gosh, this is the worst thing I've ever done. What do penguin feet look like? They're like shoes, right? They're like little shoes. Something like that. And then I need to make it clear that this person wears clothes. Sleeves. Wait, why didn't I make the background color? I'm so dumb. There you go. Oh, I hate this. Back to the brush, please. Okay, I gotta make this connect. And then I'll fill in... Oh, no! What's going on? Fill in with white. Okay, there you go. Wow, I literally managed to save it. All right, I'm gonna call him Penguin Hand Sam. Penguin Hand Sam, even though it's actually the feet that are penguin themed. Tell me that's something that a neurotypical individual would have came up with. That's where they get you. That's how you get people talking about a character. You give him crab hands and then name him Penguin Hand Sam. And then people are forced to discuss this person. Penguin Hand Sam? Why is he called Penguin Hand? Those are clearly not penguin hands. And that's the genius of it. Guys, you are welcome. You're welcome. Okay, carrying on. Oh yeah, the point is I can't draw. Sorry, that was bad.
And I'm so lucky to be able to do it as a job. And now I have an amazing superpower. I can imagine anything I want and make it real by drawing.
True.
See? But one of my art projects backfired badly. I decided that the next time I visited my friends that I wanted us all to pretend that we were Sonic characters.
Cool.
My brother Brody had shown me how to draw Sonic, so I drew a bunch of Sonics with different props and different colors. I basically drew a bunch of Sonic OCs. Do not steal. And I wanted to staple the papers together into a book so that I could bring it to my friend's house and we could all pick which one we wanted to pretend to be.
Wow.
I grabbed the stapler and...
No!
I stapled it directly onto my thumb. And at that moment, I finally understood why cartoon injuries were animated like this. Because that's how it felt.
I had a friend in school who had to get his head stapled shut. I mean, he didn't accidentally staple himself. That's just what the doctor literally did to his head. Because he was like running downstairs to play Halo, ironically, the game that Bryson just referenced. And he just jumped down the stairs and just hit his head on like the ceiling piece. Then he had to get his head stapled shut. Oh yeah. Anyways, getting back to it, I don't think you've been a proper child until you have like pretended to be a character in Sonic. I don't think you have had a childhood until you pretended to be a Sonic character. That was my childhood. I grew up with Sonic Adventure 2 being the thing. I still think that is the best 3D Sonic game that has ever existed, ever. And I would do anything for them to make another Sonic game that plays like it. But I digress. The point is, I thought I was like a Sonic character when I was 8 years old. And respect to Bryson for doing the same thing.
I finally understood why cartoon injuries were animated like this. Because that's how it felt.
My finger has a heartbeat.
Like I said earlier, it was fun to play with the other homeschooled kids. But a frustrating part was that I was usually the one to pitch the game that we should play next. And it usually went something like this. How about we play tag? No.
Oh.
How about we play wizards?
No.
How about we play hide and go seek? I'll only play if Jenna plays. I'll only
What?
play if Rachel plays.
I thought that was the
I'll only play
idea.
if Josh plays. Please.
I thought that was the idea.
Everything is riding on you. I don't want to play. But then it was time to move again. I said goodbye to my friends, we did another cross-country road trip, and arrived at our new house in California. I made some new
Okay.
friends in the neighborhood, and it was time for me to take on public school.
Nice.
And I hated it. But it's okay to hate things, it builds character. Plus, my grades were really good if we're going by golf rules. And having my friends with me made it a lot
Oh, that was a slapperino right there. Golf rules, because you win golf by having a low score. Brilliant. Brilliant. I like that. My grades were good if we're going by golf rules. My grades were good if it was music and we're playing in the key of F sharp. Guys, we cut it out, but I spent the last 30 seconds trying to come up with another joke, and I think that's the best I could do. I can't come up with another one.
golf rules. And having my friends with me made it a lot easier. And now I am a very well-rounded, well-adjusted, socially adept young man.
Yay!
Concert.
You're doing great, Bryson. It's easy.
Yeah, me and my cousin were hanging out, and we built a Lego set the other day.
Wow. Okay, nobody says that at a party. Nobody says that at a party where drinks of the adult kind are taking place. But it appears Bryson has taken this as an opportunity.
We built a Lego set the other day. You like Lego? I love Legos. Did you know that Lego was invented in 1932 in Denmark by a man named Ole Kurt Christiansen? Originally, they were just wooden toys, but eventually they started making interlocking plastic bricks to create a system in which all their toys could be linked together. Despite many hardships, including their factory burning down, Ole and his family persevered and continued to manufacture the unique brick system. Then in 1978, the Lego minifigure as we know it was created. Minifigures are a high-value collector's item.
Wow.
In fact, a recent study showed that buying Lego sets was a better investment than the stock market because of how well they hold their value. This means that buying and building Lego sets isn't just a fun hobby, it's a smart way to use your money.
Oh,
Guys?
no. Oh, no. I mean, I was shocked that anyone at that kind of party would be speaking of Legos. But listen, I think I did actually just learn a lot right there. I don't know anything about the history of Legos. I played them as a kid, but that was about it. I don't know anything about them. But I will say being homeschooled is a great way to become obsessed with Legos, especially if you're convinced that video games will literally control your brain if you play too much of them. It makes sense. It makes sense. And Bryson talked about his Lego obsession in this video. This is the video where we looked at that one. And you know what? For that matter, here's the whole playlist of Haminations videos that we we have looked at. If you have not seen all of our Haminations reactions, check them out. Here is Bryson's channel. You better be subscribed. If you're not subscribed, I'm coming for you! And here's a video that YouTube thinks you in particular will like. I will see you here. I will see you there. People, I appreciate you. Thank you for watching my stuff. You're great. Bye.